through the air. So funny.
Do it again.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Cryptwins. We had a week off there.
Yep.
Weeks have been kind of busy for both of us recently.
Things coming up, things going down.
What does that even mean? Don't read into that. There's a lot that can be said there.
So today, we are going to be doing Colorado. And kind of made the decision. I mean, there's a couple good cryptids, but there's nothing really sticking out. Kind of like, well, of course, there's Sasquatch. There's always Sasquatch everywhere. That's the biggest one. Saskatchewan.
Bigfoot. Big feet.
Skunk ape.
Large sketchers.
Things like that. Yetis. That's another one. Which is just an icy Sasquatch. I can't say it. We can't screwing it up against Saskatchewans.
Those darn Saskatchewans.
Good old Sam Squinch up there.
Sam Squinch.
Well, anyway, so because of that reason, we've got a couple other sites that we went through from Colorado. Colorado.com, another one that we use a lot, which is this cryptidsfandom.com. It's a wiki that people make for cryptids.
The website's called Fandom, and it's got cryptids. It has a cryptid section.
Yeah, I said it's fandoms with cryptid section.
And
it's
you
like
also
a wiki.
You threw wiki in there.
Yeah,
it does have wiki in there, but
it's a cryptid wiki. That's what it is. That's all it is.
Isn't it weird that wiki has now become a thing?
What people put like internet thesaurus,
like documentations,
basically.
And yeah, I got this off of a wiki, and everybody's like, what?
Which one?
Which one are you talking about?
So there's other ones. I mean, we've used this in the past. I have.
Yeah, we've used it a bunch.
I got excited when I looked up. I was like, oh, I wonder if there's skinwalkers. I looked up skinwalkers in Colorado. It took me to a web page on here, so I was like, oh, okay. It was a fandom for the show Supernatural, which I love. That's an awesome show. And talking about the time they were in Colorado in the show, and there was a skinwalker there. I was like, oh, that's not really.
Yeah, that's not really it. But we could go over that as well.
Yes, I mean that's a fun show. But
there's some comments on this one.
So there's...
Oh, we need to start reading those, too.
Oh, yeah, probably. That's a cool creature. Yes, it is.
Can we cook it?
Yum. I think they are huge salamanders. Okay, so...
What's going on here?
So
these are great.
So some of the ones that we found... this one's has a little bit more... traction. There's a lot more stuff about it.
It makes a lot of traction, yes.
Yeah,
as it flies across the ground.
So this next one we're gonna talk about first is called the slide rock bolter. Do you want to get a picture of it and throw it up there?
I
am. So it even has a scientific name.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Somebody gave it a scientific name.
The person's on crack.
Slide up there.
Oh my gosh, it does.
A macrostoma.
Why does this have like a phone number attached to it?
What do you mean?
It does? No, not really.
Okay. Are you talking about the size, 900 by 900 times 629, the pixel count?
I couldn't read it.
So anyways.
This is a giant whale.
It's a giant whale. It's supposedly the size of a blue whale. So I'm just going to go ahead and read from this site. These are the notes that we're going to be using. It's mostly from here and from other places. But the slide rock bolter, the macrostoma saxiperumptuous. Sexy Perumptuous.
There's one sexy whale you got there.
It is a bizarre creature recounted by the lumberjacks of North America during the 19th and early 20th centuries. It is believed to live in the mountains of Colorado, but this beast only lived in the mountains where the slope was more than 45-degree angle. It had an immense head with small eyes, a large mouth, and it had a fluked tail like a dolphin with enormous grab hooks. So basically, it's a whale that doesn't need water to survive. And this is like another one of those things that like we saw 2 weeks ago when we were doing the California episode with the lumberjack tails.
Yeah, this one is made, I don't know. This one is really really dumb.
It's dumb.
This is probably the dumbest thing I've ever read. The fact that somebody's like, you know what exists and no one's ever actually photographed? A blue whale on land. Oh, and we've never seen tracks it's made either.
Yeah, and apparently it gobbles up tourists. It sounds like a Scooby-Doo villain. So anyways, so it says all day long, this creature will just wait for tourists or helpless creature below it. At the right moment, it will lift its tail, its anchoring point on the 45-degree slope that it's on, and it will loosen its hold on the mountain, descend rapidly down the slope. With the beast mountain wide open, it would swallow all that got in its way.
The beast mouth wide open.
What'd I say?
It sounded like you said the beast mountain wide open.
Whatever. Whole parties of tourists were reported to have been gulped up in one scoop, and taking parties far back into the hills. Its body is also so large and strong that trees in its path were broken and destroyed. Its own impetus?
Momentum.
Its own momentum. Why would they say that?
I don't know.
Its own momentum would carry it up the next slope, where again it would slap its tail over the ridge and it would wait. If it was this massive and it hung on mountains, I can guarantee you that it would not have that much weight. Like it would weigh too much to where if it. That doesn't even make sense. Like, that's not even scientifically possible. Everything about this doesn't make sense, okay? But that portion definitely doesn't make sense.
Sorry, our person's coming with our food very soon.
So that part was saying, yeah, so it's really big and it lets go, right? And then it goes so fast because it's so fat that it falls down and then goes back up to another mountain the same height and then plops itself over.
See, yeah,
unless
it's supposed to go over it.
It doesn't even have legs. How can it move?
How did it get there in the first place?
Soft, stupid body.
Soft, squishy body.
Soft, squishy body. Also, if it destroyed trees, that means it's leaving these just guys.
That's what I'm saying. Massive trails. Like,
so anyway,
it's not like we would never see it. Also, the only way it could glide across, no matter how heavy this stupid thing is, I don't care how heavy you are. If you're not buttered up, you're not going down a mountain that fast.
This is the book that I found. This is the book that I looked at last time.
No,
there's a book about it. It's The Fearsome Creatures of the Lumber Woods. It's it's no joke, an actual big story, not a storybook. Yeah, it's like a storybook with like almost Grimm's tales.
Yeah, a bunch of different
but
monsters.
It was a bunch of different cryptids or monsters and stuff. That's a baby one, apparently. But, yeah, so there's a whole book that actually talks about these. Like, he looks like a lionfish right there.
That's not a lionfish. That's a mudfish.
Okay. Well,
or a rockfish or a stonefish, I think is what they call them.
So in their descriptions and sighting sections, it says that in the mountains of Colorado, where the summer and the wood are becoming infested with tourists.
Real quick.
Tourists.
Absolutely no dates are given for any sightings.
Yeah.
So the only thing is from that 1910 book, Fearsome Creatures of the Lumberwoods.
By William T. Cox. It says, this frightful animal lives only in the steepest mountain country where the slopes are greater than 45 degrees. It has an immense head with small eyes and a mouth somewhat on the order of a sculpin. Yeah, a sculpin or lionfish. Running back behind its ears.
Turn the light on for that. 1 sec.
The tail...
You go on. I'm right here.
So the tail consists... They spelt consist wrong, and they put a C capitalized of a divided flipper with enormous grab hooks, which it fastens over the crest of the mountain or the ridge. Again, this is kind of just recanting what the top part said. So let me skip down a little bit. It says, at the right moment, after sighting a tourist only, it will lift its tail, thus loosening its hold on the mountain. And with its small eyes riveted on the poor unfortunate and... and drooling the skid grease from the corners of its mouth, which greatly accelerates its speed.
Okay. So there we go. So it does have grease that allows it to go down faster.
Yeah, its mouth drools grease. Where it again slaps its tail over the ridge and waits. Whole parties of tourists are reported to be eaten. The animal is a menace not only to tourists, again, tourists are spelt wrong, but to the woods as well. Many draw through spruce-covered slopes and has been laid low, and the trees being knocked out by the roots or mowed off by the scythe, as if it was mowed off by a scythe, where the bolter has crashed down. A forest ranger, whose district includes the rough county between Ophir Peaks and Lizard Head.
A forest ranger, not named, no date given.
Yes. Conceived the bold idea of decoying a slide rock bolter to its own destruction. A dummy tourist was rigged up with a plaid Norfolk jacket. He's breaching a guidebook to Colorado.
The food's here.
Okay. I'll just keep going.
Just keep going.
Yeah. So, they used a dummy. They used a dummy tourist because, of course, it doesn't eat anything else. It doesn't eat anything else. It only eats tourists. And if that dummy mannequin didn't have a guidebook to Colorado, it would have thought that, it was just somebody that lived in Colorado that unfortunately wore a Norfolk jacket.
I also know how to selectively. So this is what I think. Okay, so
somebody just doesn't like tourists.
Somebody from 1910 saw in the future where Scooby-Doo was a thing and knew that if they came up with a story to try and drive tourists away, they could keep those meddling kids out of the forest.
So stupid.
It's so dumb. This is by far the dumbest. I think this is one of the dumbest ones we've read.
Because not only is it just...
comments.
It's completely unfeasible, but also just like unheard. You would see that.
People are commenting recently about this.
2019, 2018.
2017, 2015.
Go back
I'm looking
up.
at the dates. No, 2014, 2013.
2013. That is so cool.
All right, Orca fin. So hold on. This is a person who has a name of a fish, like not a fish, but a mammal, a sea mammal, in their name.
You're like really loud.
Sorry, I'm very irritated that this person who is an orca fin, which I guess is supposed to be like orca fin. What are these stupid names, man?
The shy platypi.
So the first thing, this is so cool. That's so cool.
Agreed. The shy
Agreed, the shy platypi. Okay, so let's go to the most recent one.
Go to this one. This one's long. I want to look at this one. Okay, so a fandom user in 2016 made the same thing we just said. What I don't get is how people don't notice the gigantic fish on top of the mountain on their hike. So Marinoa said, "Good question. Ha ha. But that being said, all fearsome critters were hoaxes meant to make fools out of the uninitiated, I guess unintelligent. The drop bears of Australia and the snipe hunts from England were the same concept. Lumberjacks were apparently more bored than anyone else. Ha."
Yeah, so they're agreeing that it's a hoax, stupid.
Yeah, but
they're not being sarcastic and believing in it. You're reading that very wrong. But I like your...
She's pretentious.
You're retarded.
I don't care. She's
so
being pretentious.
Okay, Legends Campfire Steakers. Yeah.
Not all of them were made up.
It looks so cheerful. Landfish. How is bizarre a word for this? How is bizarre a word for this guy? It's too bizarre for that word. I had a stroke. I might believe it if there was more in this. I might believe it!
Wait, this is my favorite. Sounds fake.
Sounds fake. It's real. You're changing my worldview. Stop it. It would have made a great episode of... I don't even know what that is. Very, very interesting. I love how these are very, very interesting. ... Like, look at this. I could actually imagine that. That's...
I think... You know what I think it is? These ones that are the fandom users...
Stop it. Stop scrolling down.
The ones that are fandom users...
Yeah, it's people who just sign in to make one.
Yeah.
Write a reply. Can I write a reply to any of these?
Wait, what? Go back down. Stunfisk.
What?
Stunfisk.
I think the are huge salamanders.
I think there's probably about like 20 U's. Okay, so can we cook it? That's my favorite one.
Yeah, can we cook it?
So
Yum.
Those are some fun people to think about. So anyways,
it's gonna tie my personal stuff to it. No, I don't want to do that.
Join fan. All right, let's go ahead. So that is the
Slide rock bolter.
Slide rock bolter.
And now we're all dumber for hearing about it.
So this is another one that's actually about to be deleted, probably because there's nothing else about it. Colorado reptilians, lizard people,
which exist, and they're in the hollow core Earth that we're all above.
And they control everything.
And they control the lizard Illuminati.
They control the banks.
Look it up.
They control the government. And you know what? The Earth is flat, but also hollow.
It's a hollow disc, like a frisbee.
Did you know that they believe that gravity doesn't exist?
Well, yeah, flat earthers?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because we're moving in a constant direction. Yeah.
At 9.8 meters per second, which at least they got that right.
I have never... These flat earth people, man.
Have you seen the... there's a guy that took a picture of a basketball, and he zoomed in super far on. Basically, like, if you got super close to this microphone, and he was like, guys, I just figured it out. Basketballs are flat.
That's
I
pretty
don't
good.
know how to explain it other than there's an interdimensional field around the ball that makes it seem round. It's not round.
Well, they say the idiots that believe the Earth is flat believe the other planets are round.
Yeah. Somehow we're special.
We're flat, but gravity doesn't exist. But they're also falling up through the same void that we're falling up through. But we're flat and they're not.
Anyways,
Anyway,
we're here to talk about cryptids, not
idiots.
unfortunate people that have decided to procreate. So,
Sadly.
Colorado reptilians, this is literally 2 paragraphs, it says, although they have rarely been seen, there have been reported sightings of humanoid reptiles in Colorado. They are reportedly seen,
Man, I love this.
they are reportedly seen mostly running around streams and rivers, although some have been seen
This
on the
is
backroads
another-
near forested areas.
This is another stupid. It's so stupid. Who wrote this?
I don't know.
I need to find.
Categories. Candidates for deletion.
So it's really dumb.
Yeah,
It's
one
the
anonymous.
same. It's the same stupid thing as the last one.
Yeah.
So this one anonymous man said there has been these creatures running around the woods at speeds of up to 30 miles an hour. That's terrifying. Additionally, a hunter living in a cabin.
No name, no
Report-
time.
No locations for either of these. Just Colorado. Hearing large hissing creatures running around at night and found 3-toed footprints. The following. Was this a gecko?
Many pets have also gone missing around these areas, and some deer have been found dead. Animals dying and pets missing.
Lizard
They're
people.
everywhere.
They're lizard people.
It's stupid.
Epidemic. What it is.
Now
No
these are some other.
pictures. No pictures with this one.
Oh, so this is real. This one is real.
Crikey. Thought by many. Man, reading is so hard. Thought by many to be a hoax, it lived for 18 months after its head had been cut off. I'd actually, you know what? I think I've heard about this.
Yeah, but it was proved that it existed.
No, this is just a picture.
No. It said the University of Salt Lake. I don't know how true this is, but in Utah, in Salt Lake City, it was proved that it existed. So, I wonder. I don't know. Chickens are dumb.
Well, you know what's kind of funny? Octopus are, you know, some of the smartest creatures in the ocean, but they also claim that their body is also partly their brain.
Yeah, every tentacle has what they say is like what almost.
It doesn't have a mini brain, but it has like the same kind of neurons in it.
Yeah.
So, as dumb as chickens are, what if
Its
they've
brain
got-
isn't only located in its
yeah,
head.
what if it has its brain like located somewhere in its body somewhere?
So these other cryptids that we looked at, we just pretty much went to this fandom page and this cryptids wiki on fandom, and basically just looked up to see what we could find from Colorado. So the next couple ones we have,
Look at this headless chicken.
it is a real chicken. Look at it.
Look at that hole.
Ain't got a hole. Ain't got a. Did they feed it?
Yes, based on what it's saying here, the owner fed it a mixture of milk, corn, and milk and water, and small grains of corn via an eyedropper into its mouth, neck.
It's whole.
Yeah, it's whole, a cloaca. Apparently, it lived for 18 months, and it grew from a mere 2.5 pounds to nearly 8 pounds in that time. It's a fine specimen of a chicken, except for not having a head. Miracle Mike took on a manager, and with the Olsons in tow, set out for a national tour. So he went and did like sideshows and stuff at different, not concerts, casinos, circuses.
That's crazy.
Circuses.
And people would pay up to 25 cents to see Mike, the Wonder Chicken.
All right, here's an explanation. This is kind of what I was trying to see. What? That's weird.
That's all different types of roosters.
That's a lot. Well,
So-
never mind.
Yeah.
Might have had a mutation which had different brain structure than the typical Wyandotte chicken, which is what he was. Mutations in chickens have occurred naturally since domestication of chickens. From China and Norway, all breeds of chickens are in the same subspecies, well, that makes sense. Unfortunately, the whereabouts of his remains are unknown. It is believed that Mike was... Why is his name lowercase? Give him some, respect. Mike was either eaten or sold to be eaten by his owner.
That's insane.
So apparently after this was, put into, after this was displayed, oh yeah, here we go. After this was displayed, there were a lot of people who came out and did like,
they said that they cut off their chicken's head and they also lived at the same time.
Yeah.
But
check this out. This is how he fed it. With an eyedropper.
That's so crazy.
Looks like he's trying to feed I don't know, a
hole.
mound of dirt.
But anyways, like, if that's true, though, that's pretty crazy.
Well, it's like I said, the thing is that this stupid explanation doesn't go into it very, very well.
Yeah, it just says he might have had a mutation that, what if it, like, kind of...
It's just say a different brain structure, and it kind of goes into, like I said, what if its brain structure was it could be in its spinal cord.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, there is actually, oddly enough, there are different, like, different mutations that can happen where people, like, when they die, they don't experience rigor mortis the same way.
Really?
It's it's funny. It's in like not Transylvania area, but in the Romanian area. So the reason why people were so freaked out about vampires and crap was people would die, they wouldn't go stiff. They would still be limp without being rigor mortis, and their bodies could convulse after death. So the reason stakes became a big thing is because they would literally hold them down in their coffins.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
No.
So, I mean, that's kind of not a muscle memory thing, but just things shooting off after the person has died, but, getting into that same kind of realm.
Do you keep folding it down, or does it keep falling down?
I fold it down a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Folding it down. Well, you muted me.
I muted me.
It's okay. It should be fine.
I'm sorry. Okay, so that is Mike, the headless chicken.
You want to pause here?
That's crazy. Yeah.
We had food delivered to us.
We're going to eat real quick.
It's been a hard day.
It's been like a long day.
A long day. So we're going to get some food. You're going to wait right here.
We're going to just keep this rolling. We might take snippets of the eating the food.
Make a montage? That'd be pretty good. Please. F's in the chat. F's in the chat. We didn't get our milkshake, so we're going to order these milkshakes. Man, that looked really weird. We're going to be ordering some milkshakes from somewhere else. And when these milkshakes
come, they will bring all the boys.
They will bring the boys.
Bring all the boys.
All the boys to the yard.
Well, hope you enjoyed that
montage.
Speed up Edo Vision.
Never say that again. What is that? What is that even?
Edo Vision.
Edo Vision?
Yeah, like
they call it a mukbang.
What?
It's called a mukbang.
What is?
When you eat food in front of the camera.
That's just...
Yeah, it sounds gross, right?
I don't like that.
Yeah. It's a little too close to...
Yep.
Another kind of word we could say.
So, there's another one that... there's another cryptid that they say is kind of like impish. Are you impish or elvish? They're known as Tommyknockers.
Cheers or fear?
Who came up with that name?
Tommyknockers?
I've heard Tommyknockers used in a reference, not like this, but...
I've never heard Tommyknockers used at all. What are you talking about?
I've heard it. I've heard...
In reference to what?
To the nether regions of most adult males.
I thought that was like a tallywhacker.
Maybe that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I think that's what you got to mix
Well, you got your tallywhacker and your Tommyknockers.
No.
You got your tallywhacker, which resides over the Tommyknocker.
Imagine for a minute the slide bolter hanging over the Crystal Mountains.
Them's be your Tommyknockers. So, anyways,
definitely don't ever remember.
So these,
anybody say that.
So from this website, from Colorado.com,
Colorado
says these weed tricksters, much like leprechauns that also reside in Colorado's gold and silver mines.
No, weed tricksters.
Like, yeah, but okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, so leprechauns definitely exist, and they live in gold and silver mines in Colorado.
Cornish miners believe many an eerie underground noise was attributed to the Tommyknocker that also warned miners of impending disasters by knocking from inside the walls. So,
do you think a Cornish miner could also be a corn person of the age of 18?
So this actually tells you where to find. I'm not gonna. I can't pop yet. I'm only a wee lad. So they actually say where you can find them, which is all just a tourist type trappy type thing that they're pushing out. Cool. Oh, there's a Tommyknocker brewery in Idaho. That's interesting.
All tastes like potatoes.
Potatoes.
Potato beer.
So
what does it do? It fills you up with all them starches. Potatoes.
Okay, so another one, which is another mythical creature that pops up.
This one is that one really in Colorado, though? I mean, that one is kind of around forever.
It's North American folklore. It's the same thing as Sasquatch.
But
I feel like we should probably still talk about it.
Why? It's the one I think everybody knows about.
The jackalope.
The antelabbit, which is by far the best version of it I've ever heard.
Also known as the warrior rabbit. That's pretty cool. And it also has its own scientific name.
Lepus temperamentalus. Also known as some dude making this up in bottom of his parents' basement.
Temperamental. Literally he just said temperamental.
Yeah, temperamentalist.
Temperamental.
Lepus temperamentalus. And if you say that backwards, you can actually summon a jackalope. You just gotta say it really fast and over again.
So, and the thing is, everybody knows these are hoaxes. According to Douglas Chamber of Commerce, 1930s hunting trip for jackrabbits actually led to the idea of a jackalope. Herrick and his brother had studied taxidermy by mail order as teenagers, and when the brothers returned from a hunting trip, Herrick tossed a jackrabbit carcass into the taxidermy store, where it came to rest beside a pair of deer antlers. And then they just combined the animal.
Wait. I've got an idea. What if we take those horns, wait for it, if we put it on a rabbit?
Oh, dude, this is my favorite one yet. Look at that.
What on earth is that?
Look at this one. This is, if that was done before, I love how it goes up slow.
Yeah, that was a good... Look at that peacock tail you got there, boy. You are one sexy little...
Look, this is even...
jackalope.
It's got a capybara head. It's got a capybara head. It looks like a cat. That's not a rabbit face.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. My word. What is wrong with you?
Looks like a capybara.
Look. Wait. Nope, that's the chicken.
I thought... No, see, it comes down to a smaller point. This thing has leopard head.
It is a regular rabbit head.
Go back to it. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I mean, also, its body is stupid.
Well, also, it's fake.
You have a stupid bird body. It's like a dumb platypus.
Dumb platypus.
Is that a 3D image? Oh, from Red Dead Redemption. There's jackalopes in that.
Oh, there are? That's fine.
Apparently.
All right, so that's the jackalope. What? Fiji mermaid.
The Fiji mermaid.
That's
a fake.
So, yeah, it was just another taxidermy fraud thing. Always kind of fun to look at.
Yeah, try to get you into, but... Sorry, I just got like 3 different mail notifications about the order I just made. We had ordered... Wait, I said that already.
Yes.
Our concretes aren't here.
Makes me sad.
Makes me say...
So this is the next one.
I don't know if we should go over this one. This is kind of dumb. And also just is... Its habitat is the remote forests of the U.S.
True.
Okay, so what we're going to do now...
Personality test?
Yep. We're going to do a personality quiz to figure out what... What? Okay, we click on this to do it.
What kind of cryptid are you? First question. What's your social security number?
I know this one. All right, so what cryptid are you like? A cryptid is a creature that may be thought to be... okay, anyway. How big are you? Is this a dating profile?
How big?
You never ask a man this question.
You pick. You do one, I do one. Let's see if we get the same one. I'd say you're about average sized.
I think we both are, height-wise, because that's what it means.
That's what I was saying.
I mean, if we're talking, we're talking it, boy. Stupid. What's your favorite type of food? Seafood, anything sugary or salty, barbecue, tropical smoothies or fruit snacks, or I don't have a favorite food.
Oh,
I scrolled too far down. I'll go seafood. I like seafood. How competitive are you? Strong-willed and assertive. How much time do you spend with friends and family? Keep to myself. Prefer company of small groups of friends. Keep to myself and family. Do others find you good looking? No. I think so. I think I've got average looking with some nice attributes. Definitely not going to say I'm all right, but nothing striking. That seems kind of mean to myself.
Good features and sexy.
I'm 6 years old. Good up, boy. How would you rate your intelligence? Avoids intellectual pursuits. Clever, intelligent, very intelligent, out of this world genius, obviously.
If you pick that one, you're going to get a lizard person.
Probably. What is your athletic ability? Occasionally plays sport. What is this? What is that sentence structure?
It means occasionally you play a sport.
Yeah, but I feel like they
should have said plays a sport.
They're just leaving out stuff. Enjoy sports for recreation. Play sport competitively. Extremely athletic and agile.
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 Did you really screw that up?
No, I was just joking.
I really hope so.
I know how to say agile.
Do you know how to say knife?
Shut up. Shut up. We're not going to bring that up today.
I'll bring it up later.
I hate you.
All right, so
It's a knife, obviously.
What is your athletic ability?
Occasionally play sport, enjoys... No, I don't play any sports. Do you do much traveling? Stays close to home. Vacations are fun, but not essential. View my results. I'm an Ahul. What? The Ahul, or the Athol, is... That didn't come out right.
All my friends think I'm an Athol, but I think I'm an Alu.
Oh. That's dumb. It's a winged cryptid. Some portrayed the creature as a giant bat. Others report a flying primate. What? Oh! It's described as being an average-sized, vicious, soaring primate that is notorious for kidnapping and carrying away children to be eaten during its nocturnal raids on native villages. I don't think I steal children.
Look, you got a picture.
I do have a picture. Okay, hold on. Alright, I'm just going to bring it up here so we can show it off. I'm a bat! I'm a bat person. Oddly enough.
You can embed it you can embed it into your
Oh my gosh, should I put it on my MySpace?
Or your Facebooks. And definitely put it on your LinkedIn.
Put it on, yeah, that's where it needs to go.
All right, so
but we know it's true because it's from the Pro-Profs quizzes.
So now, keep yours up. I need to do mine.
Okay, I'm going to it. I'm trying to give you this mouse.
I'm just using your trackpad. It's easier. Stop. Oh, I hate you.
I got it.
So, same question. Oh, man, I was hoping they were different questions.
That's stupid. How big are you?
Sample sized.
What's your favorite type of seafood? What's your type of food? Anything sugary or salty?
Oh, that's dumb.
You know what's stupid? Anything sugary or salty. Is there anything that you have that's not either sugary or salty?
Yeah, bland food. British people make it.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
No, but there is bland food.
It still has a salt or sugar taste to it. Like even chicken and dumplings is kind of like salty.
That's because you make it with salt in the broth. It's a soup.
You're a soup.
You're an idiot.
What do you want?
Hold on. I'll just say, you know what? I don't have one.
Okay. You're gonna eat all the children.
Yeah.
How competitive are you?
Yeah.
Strong-willed. He's copying my answers, children.
How much time do you spend with friend or family? That's that fun.
Yep. Yep.
You know what? I think I'm all right, but nothing striking.
It's because of the glasses.
I had them the entire time we were growing up. I work looking at stupid circuit cards for 8 years, and now eyes don't work right. People are like, hey, read that. I think that's a fuzzy A. Aren't all letters at a certain distance fuzzy?
Just fuzzy for everyone?
No, they're not. Oh, you know what I did? You know what they told me to do when I was getting my eyes checked?
What?
They're like, all right, tell me what letters you see. And I was like, okay. A, stop squinting and trying to focus. I was like, but what am I supposed to do? It's all fuzzy. What do you want me to read? Nothing? That's stupid.
I can't read nothing.
I would say I am intelligente. You know what? I'm going to stroke my ego a little bit. I'm pretty intelligent, I think. Athletic ability, I'd say occasionally, based off of last. Yeah, I'd say occasionally. Do I like traveling? No. Vacations are fun, but not essential. That sounds like a Dwight answer. View my results. I'm also in a hole.
I think there's only like 3 things you can
Probably.
be.
Michael, we're going to have to pause.
Why?
The Browns are knocking at the door.
He's going to take the Browns to the Super Bowl.
I'll be right back.
All right. Let's look at these comments here. I got Bigfoot. Makes sense. I've been a fan since I was 4. And for God's sakes, my name is Pine Tree Wizard. And someone puts cool. I am a Mothman. Okay, I've read The Mothman. They say it was created by a military experiment and then escaped. All right. I got the Jupiter. Okay, so there are more than like one thing. We're too stupid and similar. I am the LNM, which I've never saw for Loch Ness Monster before. Bigfoot, Nessie, Bigfoot.
Wait, what was that last one?
Flatwoods Monster. That's pretty neat.
What was that last one? The Iliamna?
No, Loch Ness.
No, kept going up, you dum-dum.
I said the LMN was Loch Ness Monster.
LMN?
I got Flatwoods Monster, one of my favorites. I got Ness. Actually, I got Nessie. Why would you lie? What are you lying for?
Cool, right about this one. I don't know it.
I got Loch Ness Monster. I'll accept it. I'll accept it. You'll accept being like the most noted cryptid on the face of the earth, you absolute imbecile?
How did you know?
You got a hool. Yeah, it's probably. I think it's the way it's written.
I'm
you're gonna
pretty
be
sure it goes
getting
based
that.
off that first thing.
How big you are?
Yeah.
Hold on.
No, we're not going to test every single one.
I'm not going to test every single
be
one.
here for
I'm
a
just going
while.
to make a very quick one, and that's the first thing I'm going to do is that, and everything else is going to be the same that I did before. Stop touching things! I'm gonna see if I'm a who? I'm Beethoven.
Told you.
Wow, yeah, you're totally right. It goes off of your
Goes based off the
sizes
first
only.
question.
The first question
So
changes everything about what your thing is. I said I'm normal sized, and then I said I was extra large, and then I get turned me into a Loch Ness Monster. I always knew I was a Loch Ness Monster with my affinity for Irish things and lakes.
The fur-bearing trout. So
What?
that's what the non-cryptid was. You just hovered over it. Go back over one. Hoax.
Sorry. I love that in this thing, this website of cryptids,
There's also hoaxes.
they have non-cryptids where hoaxes live. Like, none of these other ones are...
What are these former cryptids? I guess ones that they said were cryptids before, but they actually found out that they did exist. Wait.
Many cryptids probably don't exist. In fact, now it's proved that Hogzilla and Congo elephants, 2 cryptids that do not exist, did exist. Okay, so there are some cryptids that were thought to not really be real, and then science proved them right. So it was just people coming out in their flip-flops, and they're like belly hanging over their board shorts with a pink T-shirt that says like Thug Life on it, actually coming out with a beer in their hand talking about the cryptids.
Yo, look at that. That's a dang old... Yo, get that National Geographic. That is National.
Is it
National Geographic.
that national?
So that really
Daphne.
did it. That really did it for Colorado. Go back to the Colorado page really quick.
Colorado.
Go back to the Colorado page really quick.
Colorado.
This is why I can't not free. No, you're dumb.
What?
Go to this and
What?
listen.
Yeah.
So last things, there was trolls, which I think just keeps going back to people thinking they see Sam Squinch, and Yetis.
I don't know. Troll is bigger than a Sam Squanch.
Speculated that these
Semi-squishy.
Scandinavian monsters of snow and ice came for ski season and stayed there forever.
Say Scandinavian.
Scandinavian. Scandinavian.
Scandinavian. Schenectady.
So trolls are super cranky, just like moose. So don't trifle with them. They're also known as night owls, most likely because they'll turn to stone and burst if caught out in the sunlight. In fact, any rock you see while driving through our mountains just might be what's left of one. How convenient. Just how convenient. We got trolls.
Okay, look.
How do you know?
They
rock, troll. Excuse me? Troll. In the morning, it's going to be gone. Come back the next day. Well, he had to come back home, didn't he? Troll. Stupid. And then vampires.
Oh, man.
Yet another mythical nighttime creature. Vampires never age. They shapeshift into bats and feed off the blood of living because these guys are totally undead. Oh, gosh, who wrote this? Only sunlight and garlic, or maybe a silver bullet, depending on who you talk to, will keep them at bay. So set out looking for vamps at your own risk.
Bram Stoker's Dracula was actually killed with a dagger.
Yeah.
Like a regular dagger.
To the heart?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
In daylight, when he was weak.
Yes.
But it also didn't kill him. Sunlight didn't kill him.
Yeah. No, I've heard, so the old stories about vampires and stuff come back.
Bram Stoker's Dracula is pretty good.
Yeah, all the stuff about... What's funny is, how long those have actually been around. Because a lot of people... What is it? What the tribe call it?
Strigoi,
yeah.
Strigoi.
That's where the actual...
Nosferatu.
Those are the ones that actually fed on blood, supposedly, and that's where that came from, was that aspect of it.
No, the Strigoi and things were like that. If it's a feeding on the blood thing, I thought was still based off of Vlad the Impaler.
Well, I don't know.
Who they called Dracula.
True.
The son of Dracul, which in some places could be dragon or could be devil.
Son of the dragon, yeah. Well, what makes sense, though, is that his father was part of that, what was that? It was like a clan of the dragon or something like that. His father was a part of that clan. So being called the son of Dracul would more loosely translate to him being son of the dragon.
It's just how you can put emphasis on not different parts of the word, but the different connotations.
Yeah, exactly.
Dracul could mean dragon. Dracul could be devil. Yeah, same word, two different meanings.
Yeah.
But so when he's being called that, yes, son of Dracul is, and the people that knew him would be like, yeah, son of Dragon. The
Ottomans.
The Ottomans
just... The Turks that saw all their dead buddies on pikes in the forest were like...
Vlad the Impaler is crazy.
Yeah, he's a devil.
Crazy dude.
He's a devil person.
Yeah, they probably believed it.
Yeah, I think I would have as well.
Dude impaled everybody. I don't care who you were. You got a left toe, he impales you.
So that's really it for Colorado.
Colorado!
So next week we're going to be doing Connecticut.
Yes.
And I'm hoping that we can find something else that seems pretty cool.
I want to pull up.
I don't know why that's so funny. Here you go, little buddy.
Yellow. Wait, just keep talking. You
look, wait a second. Look back at it. No. It looks like a tiny mouth.
I know.
What are you doing?
Something.
So he's going to mess around with the photo behind me. But anyway, so next week when we go over Connecticut, we'll hopefully pick out some different cryptids, something else that we could possibly like.
Dadgummit.
What are you doing?
Hold on.
Do you know how to use snip and sketch?
Shut up.
What are you doing? Hold on. Are you trying to capture the whole thing and put eyes on it?
No, that would be stupid.
That's what you're doing.
No, it's not.
But you didn't know how to do it in the first place. So he's going to put... What? Why does his eye look like that? Why don't you just make it bigger so you could do... Okay, so next week when we do Colorado, hopefully it will be... we'll have a little bit better cryptids to go over that we have a little bit more information on, but this one just seemed like there was a little bit too much of small things to really go over. And next week it should be better. So just show them what you made.
Hold on, I will in a second. I need to make it more...
This is painstaking.
It would be better if I had a sketch pad thingy, but I don't have one. Don't touch it.
I could do it better with this.
You touch it, you stupid, dumb, white guilt. Hold on, he's got blue eyes. What did you do? Stop holding it!
Okay, show the class what you've made.
Yes, so my beautiful creature here.
Oh.
with
Is that the beak?
That's his tongue.
Ew.
It's his tongue.
All right, there you go.
So stupid.
Okay, so we'll see you guys next week when it comes to Connecticut.
Hey, don't take that down.
I'm not. We're just trying. We need to wrap up.
He's got horns.
It's another cryptid. He lives in Colorado.
Colorado!
So, anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Subscribe below. Link to the playlist. Is it that side or that side? Whichever side Mike wants to put it on.
Whenever the video's done, I'm always on. It's on your side.
Oh, sorry. So link will be here for
there.
the playlist. Subscribe down there.
Yeah, it should be on your side, actually.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Why don't you hit that bell for no reason other than to be annoyed by our content?
Yeah. And if you don't like them, well, that doesn't matter because we'll keep making them anyway. So, bye. Bye.